Awesome, Tavai. Cool to see you here. So, finishing up maybe today or for sure tomorrow, the Harry Potter 75948 set Hogwarts Clock Tower. It's been several days worth of building these Harry Potter sets. So, thanks for being here and joining the live stream. And I'm just going to start building and then say hello to people as they join in. Got to the second level of this build and just impressed already. Talked a lot about yesterday how these Harry Potter sets kind of meet a lot of cool Lego criteria. Of course they do, right? Because it's a long, ongoing theme for Lego. But if you're going to build a modular and you like the build and the look of a Lego structure that has detail and maybe a little bit of historical content to it and architectural content to it, then for sure the Harry Potter builds fulfill that. If you like minifigures, for sure the Harry Potter builds fulfill that. Lots of cool minifigures and torsos and character faces, and you can, basically get a set like this and have an entire Lego build that becomes an interesting part of a Lego city as well. And then the build challenge, all ages, I think very possible for that. And just the price range too. The price range was really good for these. In fact, I was thinking these sets would be a lot more in the used market, like through Bricklink or something like that. And to be much to my surprise, a lot cheaper, like in the 45 to 45 or yeah, $40 to $50 range for these sets, like these almost 1,000-piece sets. So check it out. These Harry Potter sets are great. I guess that's my commercial for them. Non-sponsored, but a great build nonetheless, being a Lego fan. And we got nifty Break Storm. Break Storm, thanks for being here. We got a mod. We've got TBD. Hey, before I head to bed, wanted to check out the stream and say, have a great stream and a good night. Thanks, TBD. I know, late for some of you guys. Thanks for being here. I've been doing these night owl live streams since the Christmas vacation season, and they just seem to work out for my schedule, all the stuff during the day. So I know it's late for some of you guys, but thanks for being here. I also get a lot of time to connect with a lot of cool people in the Lego community. So thanks for being here. So if you like Lego, if you like talking Lego, if you like building Lego, thanks for all of you that are watching here, giving a chance for this live stream. We like to build Lego sets and talk about them. I know there's a lot of Lego channels out there, so feel free to join in the chat, say hello. Here's our logo. We're Brick Therapy 2-3. And, building Lego definitely appeals to all ages now. You could go to any Lego store on an average weekend day, Saturday or Sunday, and you will find tons of age groups represented there. Families, kids, grown-ups, adult collectors, teenagers, college age, every generation represented. And I'm pretty sure they're not all just buying for kids' birthdays or gifts like that. So what got me back into Lego? I'll just say, I try to do this kind of intro recap every live stream, just in case you're new to the channel. I got back into Lego with my kids. So we started building Lego, or I started, I got introduced to Lego when I was a kid, of course. And so that was a while ago. And then outgrew it. But then when my kids were old enough to be interested in the toy and the hobby itself, I helped my younger kids build up some Lego sets, and that just launched a total reawakening. They call it coming out of your dark ages when you get back into Lego as a grown-up. And there are several Lego channels I'm sure you could find that describe this similar phenomenon. You get back into something you were really fond of as a kid and building Lego. And so obviously when you see what is out there now in terms of Lego sets, a variety of themes, right? You've got Marvel. You've got, yeah, more Marvel. You've got Ninjago. You have, I only have one Star Wars representation here, but Star Wars, there's a plethora of Star Wars. There's Harry Potter, of course, that I'm working on now, and just Lego themes all there in the middle. And you see how much is at the Lego store, how many types of sets there are, or, you know, any type of big box store that sells Lego. The variety of builds can appeal to anyone, especially if you're into model building or like construction and creativity, three-dimensional art. I mean, now they have the botanical theme, which a lot of people like. You know, flower designs, floral designs. In fact, it was fun to as a family to get a floral design botanical set and always have a potted set of a bouquet of Lego flowers that never wilt. And so it's a fun color accent to, you know, a hallway, and just to keep that all built up, a fun design and a fun build in itself. Or wall art too. They've done some Lego sets that would be interesting to frame and put up. Something as famous and maybe interesting as the Mona Lisa has become a Lego set. The painting of the Mona Lisa, a couple of Van Gogh paintings, Starry Starry Night, and the flowers. I forget what that one's called. And then some really cool Japanese themed art, with one being like a tidal wave, basically a tsunami. Or like postcard sets. They've done one recently with Paris skyline and the Eiffel Tower. And so if you are interested in any real aesthetic in terms of creativity and art, Lego's starting to kind of reach all those different genres. It's really interesting to see what's coming out. So I would say those are great. Plus, if you just, you know, for nostalgia's sake, you like building castles from your time maybe as a kid, and building up Lego then, or space, or Lord of the Rings, something like that. There's some really awesome themes out there. Nifty Brickstorm says, have you been watching the Nate from the internet giant 20 and 1 Lego Castle? Oh, I don't think so. No, Brickstorm doesn't sound familiar, so I'm trying to make sense of the title. Nate from the internet giant 20 and 1 Lego Castle. So is that a Bricklink design, or maybe give me some more info? I'm trying to make sense of what that would be, but I don't think I have. But yeah, Lego Castle Brickstorm is definitely up there with the classic sets, right? There's classic space, there's classic and Lego City Classic, I guess you could say, and the Castle series. Those are all series of themes that came out in the 70s and 80s. And so, yeah, especially with like Harry Potter sets, like the one I'm working on now, yeah, you can for sure see these same older themes come back, and then Lego remakes them a little bit, and they're just fun builds over it again. Or you can, like I said, take the Harry Potter sets like this and modify these to fit into that theme also. So Brickstorm says it's a YouTube series. No, I'll have to check that one out, Brickstorm. Thanks. I will check that one out. So it's called Nate from the Internet Giant. Is that all one name? Nate from the Internet Giant 21 Lego Castle. I'll have to check that out. So if you like Lego, you like talking about Lego, you like joining in the Lego discussion, please leave a like. Join our channel. Here is our logo. He might be up at the top, actually. So I know there's lots of live streams you can come across. Tomorrow, my younger son and I are going to live stream. So he's the other creator on this channel. And we have our sig figs here. Here's me, the dad, and here's my younger son. We just go by Brick Therapy 23, and so we are gonna try and live stream tomorrow. I don't know if we'll stick with Harry Potter. We'll do something totally different. See what he wants to build as well. Nate from the Internet is the channel. Oh, okay. I will check that out. Brickstorm. Hey, Drop Bear Bricks. Psh, he's back. What is the name of the channel? It says Drop Bear Bricks. So it sounds like it's Nate from the Internet. Nate from the Internet, and he's building up a giant Lego castle Brainstorm, did you mean 20 and 20 to 1 size? Is that what you mean? Lego castle? So like almost life size, I guess you could say. So that would be amazing. Yeah, now you're talking like thousands and thousands of pieces of Lego. So if it's like proportional to almost regular person size, that would be that would be awe-inspiring, to be honest, man. That would be really cool. So I haven't. There's another channel. It sounds like probably not as grand as this Nate from the Internet channel, but there's another channel called Beyond the Brick, and they show all kinds of different people who build up Lego and their own designs, but yeah, on those large scale, like, so Lego obviously makes these giant sets called UCS, Ultimate Collector Series sets, and those sets have like Lego builds from probably like 3,000 to 10,000 piece size sets. Think of the Titanic model. I think that would be classified as a UCS set. Or the Star Wars Death Star that came out this past October, or last October, I should say. And those sets are, regular design Lego sets. But yeah, sounds like this Nate fellow is kind of like what I'm picturing in the Beyond the Brick channel, where they'll go to those Lego conferences or those Lego, they just rent out giant convention halls and they have special Lego gatherings. I can't think of the names of them, but people bring their builds there, and to scale size Millennium Falcon, 50,000 pieces, or a full historic scene, or medieval castle scene and village and battle, and another 10 to 20,000 Lego pieces. I'm not exaggerating. I think it's probably even more than that. Or in talking about Harry Potter, the full Hogwarts castle minifigure scale build, somewhere in upwards of like 100,000 pieces of Lego. So not only a lot of Lego, but also a lot of money invested in these builds. Found it. This is what I was like kind of stalling. I was trying to find this window piece. When I held this up, you might have noticed I had all these windows built up, and there's like one missing right here. So, okay, now I can like actually concentrate better now. And then building on a black table, I need to put down like a lighter color mat or something so I can see what the other pieces are, because trying to find these black and brown pieces doesn't make for an efficient building time. It almost hurts the brick therapy version of things. 20 to 1 scale. Okay, 21 scale castle, and it's 3D printed. So I've heard a lot of people doing that now. They are 3D printing, I think, like Lego pieces. Like, I don't know how affordable that is, or what the quality of the 3D printed brick, like Lego version of a brick is from 3D printer, but really interesting. Yeah, so now I'm really curious. Okay, so I'm gonna open a side window here on my laptop, Brickstorm, and see this guy, Nate from the Internet. So that is that's like one of my favorite themes, of course, is castle. When I was younger, so as a kid, that was like one of the major oh yeah, Nate from the Internet Lego Castle. It's like first thing that pops up when you type Nate. Okay, there it is. Looks like this one. So yeah, being a kid, that was like one of the first large scale sets I got as a young Lego fan. And so the castle series would be awesome to see, and see this guy who 3D prints pieces. I'm actually probably even more curious about the quality of bricks you can 3D print. I've heard a friend say they're doing that, and then I've heard, or just you guys refer to other people doing that, and now this guy is another example. So 3D printing Lego pieces. I don't know how affordable that is. I guess it might be better if you're trying to do something large scale like that. 20-to-1 scale size Lego castle. Hey, John Powell, you're not late, my friend. Was talking to Royal on the phone. All right, man, you guys are strategizing a lot. Assuming since you're referring to Royal, that's so cool. And JBT showing up, awesome. Thanks for the likes, guys. Leave those likes. You know, strange thing yesterday. Side note on the live stream yesterday. I think at the very end of the live stream, we got up to 20 likes. I don't know if this is interesting to you guys. We got 20 likes, and then I, closed out the live stream. And then today, as I looked at the live stream, after it's recorded on my YouTube channel as already finished, all those likes disappeared. So I don't know what happened. It like dropped down to like 2 likes. But I know we got up to 20 likes yesterday. I even took a screenshot of the live stream. And I don't know if that was a glitch on YouTube's part, but that's kind of frustrating because we had like a really good discussion midway through the live stream about John Powell's channel, to say the least, and some other topics. And then what the heck? What did YouTube do? So I don't know. The reason that is frustrating because I don't like it when you do a video or a live stream or whatever, and part of the fun and the interaction and helping you in the algorithm is to get the like number up higher. And it was up to 20 likes, and then when I look at today, some YouTube glitch made it drop down to 2. So I don't know what that's about, but that is annoying. So, well, hopefully maybe we can get up to at least 15 likes tonight. We're already at 5 likes, so let's go. Welcome, JBT. I got 3 Shift Guards action figures. I don't know what that is, JBT. You're gonna have to describe that. Rafsan is here. Hello, Rafsan. Doing well. Good to have you here from the other side of the world. How's it over there? Probably well into your Saturday. John Powell says the 2 likes were probably for the replay, not the live stream. Yeah, I don't know, John Powell. That's a good point. The thing is, like, if I go to my channel, my YouTube studio, and then I look at all the other previous live streams, the number is consistent with what I see from the live stream itself. So even if there is a replay, it's not a separate recorded video. It's the one that was playing live, and then that's the one that goes on as the video itself for the channel. So, and then anyone who else watches the same video later, the like count will just be continuing to add to it more. So in any case, I don't know what happened, but I don't know if that's happened to anyone else before, where you did a live stream and then you got whatever amount of likes, and then all of a sudden those likes disappeared. So like if you look at my other live streams, the likes are all pretty consistent, around the 15 to 20 likes and so on. So if I was a giant channel, it probably wouldn't be a big deal, but we're trying to make this work, man. We're trying to make this work. So anyway, maybe you guys can give me insight on that. Rafsan says, I'm going to school today for an event. Very cool, Rafsan. JPT says, it's the, what did you call them? The Shift Guards action figures are the Super Saiyan Goku from the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, now that one I recognize. Dragon Ball Z. Roanoa Zoro from Romance Dawn of from One Piece. And Nami from the Romance Dawn of One Piece. So there we go. There's the interchange. One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, and of course the One Piece series on Lego. Very cool, JBT. JBT, did you happen to get or have any interest in the One Piece sets? The Lego sets, that is. Rafsan says, how's everyone's day going? The day has gone well, Rafsan. Thanks for asking. Just about wrapping up the Friday here on the West Coast of the United States side of things, but very good. In terms of building, I'm slow to the take here. I have to build up a pillar here. And this is bag, did I get to bag 5? No, this is bag 4 of 6. So By the by the way, this is set 75948 Hogwarts Clock Tower, 922 pieces, 8 minifigures, and as I was saying, this meets all the check marks on the criteria for fun Lego builds. You've got the aesthetic itself. The whole build looks great. It's a cool subject, Harry Potter, the theme Harry Potter. It's got some really cool build techniques to it and side builds like the clock, like the Christmas tree, like the tower pieces. Oh, some good use of unique pieces there. Castle, ice castle carving. Here it is for real. So, and then yeah, the 8 minifigures, and then the price of the theme itself. These were sets I got all on sale. But just pointing out that if you said, "Oh, I want to get this series," what are those series? They're all this. There's 4 of them, I believe. At least these 4 structures, and they all connect together to make a larger Harry Potter modular of the Hogwarts castle. So they're all the 759 series of Harry Potter builds. And looking at Bricklink, you could invest in this series of builds, used or even new, and not spend any more than, let's see, about $200 or less than that. I've seen all 4 sets. I looked them up, and they range from about $35 to $50 each, which is totally surprising to me, because I thought the aftermarket, especially for sets like these that I think were fairly popular or are fairly popular. I mean, there's still the Harry Potter theme out now. That you would find these sets to be at least marked up about 1.5 times the original price. But no, you can get these at a really good discount. So if you're interested in getting these Harry Potter set 759 series, check out Bricklink. It's worth a look. And I love these. It's easier to see it this way, but I love these top pieces, that help build kind of a corner piece for a house, a building structure or a pillar. And for these Harry Potter builds that kind of emulate and look like, with the kind of the stone color of these Lego bricks, the stone color look of these bricks to look like Gothic Gothic architecture, just so cool. I'm guessing in case you noticed that there's well, actually, it was released maybe 2 years ago now, the Notre Dame Cathedral, that the architecture set, the Notre Dame Cathedral set, must have a lot of these types of color bricks and pieces. So yeah, if you're into architecture, Lego also covers that theme as well in a really good way. Let's see. JBT says, I want the Going Merry set, but I don't have enough money to get it, says JPT. Okay, I think, which one is that, JP? That sounds like the large scale one. But yeah, the One Piece sets look great. I don't know. I might have to get one of them if I can budget for it. I'm still on my ultimate goal of getting a UCS set, so we will see. For a while there, it was tempting. There was if you guys buy Lego, you collect quite a bit of Lego sets, you might see that there's a discount option or app called Rakuten. And so if you see that, then you get sometimes you get up to 15 to 20% cash back on buying a Lego set. So it's pretty sweet. Let's see. Drop Bear Brick says, I just went to check your video from yesterday to see if it was a glitch on your end, but it's showing as 2 likes on my end and then 22 likes on the video before that. Yeah, I don't understand what happened. So that's cool. You found it too, Drop Bear Bricks. Thank you for researching that. It says the market is flooded for lots of sets, so the prices don't go up. I think, John Powell, yes, I think things are getting saturated now. I'm almost wondering if Lego investing is a thing anymore. And not that I really did it. I've thought about it at times. I mentioned a while back, I wanted to get the Star Trek set, and hold that as an investment because there seemed to be so much hype around it. And then, followed up with that is the Creel House. I guess if you have the Creel House, you could probably sell that for a profit since it's on back order or still waiting to be reprinted or whatever, but or restocked. But yeah, it's a good point, John Powell. We'll see. Les Pasadilla is back. Welcome back, my friend. Leave a like, you guys, if you're here. Help us get up to 20 likes on the live stream tonight and figure out what the heck happened. Why did 20 likes disappear yesterday? Drop Bear Bricks doing the investigating for me. Awesome. JPT says, the Going Merry is the Straw Hat pirate ship. Yes, okay, that is the Going Merry one. That one's well, actually, no, that's not the most expensive one, is it? There's the other one that looks, it just reminds me, the other One Piece set, what is it called? It reminds me of the Ghibli series of anime, the Barati Floating Restaurant. Yeah, that one's I think that's the big one. What about the Battle of Arlong Park? That one's kind of cool. It's like a pagoda. But actually, the ones that interest me, JBT, are definitely the Going Merry pirate ship and the Clown Circus tent one. So lots of options out there to put on the wish list, and maybe at some point, we'll see how long the One Piece series lasts. See, the thing with Lego is, and this kind of is to John Powell's point, the thing with Lego is they keep releasing over and over, like week after week, new stuff, and a lot of it gets a ton of hype, but then they kill their own hype by releasing something else a week later or 2 weeks later. Like they did the Death Star, then they did the Goonies set, then they did the Star Trek set, then they did it's like they're trying to stay relevant too much. And then, and then you go into the new year, then the Creel House, then the Smart Bricks, and now the Pokemon set ones. So it's like, people's attention spans are already pretty short these days. So I don't know what they're thinking, but it's crazy. Drop Bear Brick says, I think investing is still a thing, but did you see Brixie sold his entire investment stash? Like he and a lot. Yes, that's Drop Bear Bricks. I was thinking of that example exactly. He had quite a what do you call it? Clickbaity title to it. It was something like, I sold it all, or I'm done with investing, or something like that. That's exactly what I was thinking of, Drop Bear Bricks. Yeah, so because I remember, I don't watch his channel as much anymore, but I like watching all our channels now because I just like being involved in the community. But yeah, I remember him like before his channel got super big. He was like, "Oh, here's my investment collection." He had like maybe like a closet full of Lego sets, and then I'm sure it grew tons. But yeah, sold it all off. I mean, you know what? I would say you could say it's investing. You could keep a collection that's just vintage that maybe if you don't open, or you open it and then you keep it in a case so it's protected or whatever, that might be the best, and leave it at that. So I don't know what else he would need to do, because he's got a successful YouTube channel now. I think he could just do regular investing like what other people do for a retirement account, or even investing in maybe Bitcoin or something, where at some point in the next few years you're gonna have a lot more value than a Lego set that might double in price. But when a minifigure can be something that's worth 100 times the price or more, it's arbitrary too. Godzilla fan says, "Hey, I'm in a bad mood, but I'm just having stress and anxiety." Godzilla fan, hello, welcome, man. Thanks for joining us. Leave a like and just hang out, join in the chat, talk Lego, and let's see if your mood will change. Got to get some brick therapy, talking Lego builds to help you out. Drop Bear Brick says, but he sold it so he could focus more on his Lego city and content creating. Makes sense. Plus, he's a Lego ambassador, right? Drop Bear Brick, so he gets, on average, I don't know what, 10 maybe more sets a year to review and build. So there's like no shortage of pretty good looking sets he's going to get. Although I guess you're obligated to open those sets and build them. But yeah, I don't think he's hurting for Lego to just buy and build. I don't know. I think it would even out really because he gets so much Lego. His channel's based on it. It seems to be pretty profitable, successful. I mean, I don't know what the actual threshold is when you get to a certain level of um, subscriptions and viewership, and your channel is very consistently watched. But I think he's doing pretty well. My brother-in-law has a Lego channel, or not a Lego channel. He has a channel based on art and his painting. He's got a huge fan base and a huge following, and I know it's very lucrative at a certain point. So yeah, I think he's doing okay with his channel. JPT says, fun fact, season 2 of the One Piece live action series comes out in April. Psh, let's go. I have to watch that series, right? That one's on Netflix, I think. John Powell says, everyone decided that they were going to be investors, and that just doesn't work. Good for buyers, though. True, true, true. Yes. I think someone who's as plugged into the Lego universe as, a big YouTuber like him realizes like I think it's now like if you are someone who day trades, or you're doing like very short term trades, you're selling and buying on a daily basis, speculating or whatever, then you're probably like these people who buy up the Lego sets right as they come out. No, there's a certain point of a set being sold out or on back order, and then you take advantage of that short window of time, or maybe it's a couple months window of time where there's a demand for a certain set, and then you just mark things up and you double your money right away versus waiting, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So that makes more sense if you can pull it off. I think with certain themes like Pokemon, that's going to work. With certain themes like the Stranger Things TV series, that worked out pretty well for some of those scalpers. But or I don't even want to call them scalpers. Just that, they're doing what the market will bear, and people want to pay that. There's some people that really want a certain Lego set. I even see on social media how people will buy. I'll follow a channel, or not a channel, a page on Facebook of Lego collectors, and there's some people on there that say, yeah, I had to do it. I bought whatever, the Stranger Things house or some other Lego set that's new, but it's on back order, or it's sold out for a while, or just got retired, and it's on sale at another Lego store or through the Lego website, but in another country, and they just say, I was willing to pay double the price, pay the tariffs, and have it shipped over to the US. And so there are those fans that, they want that set. Or for example, like this, the gingerbread AT-AT, right? This thing was like in super high demand the moment it was announced and then released, and sold out quick or went on back order. And then the closer it got to Christmas, people were desperate to find this set, and paying 3 to 4 times the price. So there's like, that's, if you want to kind of be a stock trader, but in this case just for Lego, that's some people are making their money that way. Drop Air Brick says, you said you don't watch the bigger channels as much. What Lego channels do you watch? Dropper Bricks. Oh, good question. No, I don't watch them as much. I still watch them, but I like watching like, all the guys I know now, like Brick Together's channel, Mac Builds Bricks, Mayo's channel, Lego Timmy, Never Too Old for Bricks. All you guys I've met through here. So like I catch, or DNM Bricks. So all you guys, Roaming Bricks, like all the names coming to mind. John Powell's just started his channel. So I just like our community's channels, not like exclusively. I'll watch the other ones. For the bigger channels, I still like watching Jang Bricks. He does such good reviews on everything. He's kind of like the OG, I think, of reviews. He just has a great, It's almost like he is a professor of this genre of how to explain Lego sets, the aesthetic you should be looking for, the design elements, the key moments of where a Lego design went well or a theme went well or went badly. And he's not picky about he's not a Lego ambassador, so he's got his is not sponsored, so he doesn't have that apparent bias or anything. So he's just and he's I think he's from my generation, so he's got a good sense of the whole Lego building theme. Plus, he talks about other brick building companies. It's not just Lego, and just a really good reviewer. Really good reviewer. John Powell says Lego's not a smart investment. Much better ways to do it. Yeah, I would use profits from other. I won't say how I do it, but I'll use profits from other investing to buy some of the Lego sets I have, like the really expensive ones. FGT says, we're about to have a winter storm this weekend. Oh, sounds like a time to get dug in, man, and build some Lego. JPT says, I'm playing Astrobot, and I'm on the final boss. JPT, about ready to conquer Astrobot. Haha, love it. Drop Eric Brick says, yep, he's a land. Oh, this is talking about Brixie, I think. And he gets an insane amount of free Lego to review. He's done great with his channel, but he's certainly gotten a lot bigger. And it's hard to think he's closer to the Lego community. Yeah, I don't know. There was like, this is hardly political, but there was at one point where, if you guys follow the Star Wars drama that kind of unfolded with the Mandalorian series, and they had a really good actress in that series, Gina Carano, and she was part of the Mandalorian the first 2 seasons, I think, and her character's in a couple of those Lego sets that came out with the early Mandalorian series of Lego sets, and just a really cool character. And then she said, I thought was just her opinion on something. I don't think it was really political, but it was during this, time of like extra sensitivity to political opinions during, 2020, 2021 or so. And Disney let her go. Like they didn't agree with what she said, and there was no due process or anything, and they let her go. Her character was taken out of that whole series, and I thought that was just ridiculous. So anyway, the connection to that is Brixie mentioned her, that didn't say her name, but mentioned her as a character in that Mandalorian series and at the Lego set. And he said something like, oh yeah, and there's that one lady, she used to be in the Mandalorian, but she did something really bad, so she's not in that series anymore. And I was like, she didn't do anything bad. So I don't know. It's just something like that kind of soured my opinion, but I still think he's got a great channel and everything, but that kind of turned me off a little bit. So there's our, if you wanted to get a little bit controversial, there's that opinion, but it ain't gonna affect him whatsoever. Let's see, Drop Bear Bricks. Yes, exactly. So, and plus he's a Lego ambassador. FGT says, Astrobot Fire has finished its last month. Oh, okay. JPT and FGT know what's going on. Landon's Room says, I'm back. I'm subscribed. Welcome back, Landon. I'm back from yesterday. I got a new set. It's called Hagrid's and Harry's Getaway Vehicle. Did you mean not this one, right? But you got the is it the big fig version of this? The one from the Whomping Willow? Or I mean, this is not just in the Whomping Willow, but yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about, Landon. How fun. Awesome. Very cool, man. FGD says, have you ever seen Forest Fire 101? I have not. Drop Bear Brick says, mind if I ask what state you live in? I only ask because of the 14-hour time difference, and I can narrow down when I go to live if you wanted to watch at some point. Yes, I'm in California, Drop Bear Brick, so that's the west coast of the U.S., Pacific Standard Time. JPT says, laters. JPT, thanks for being here, man. Awesome to have you here in the live stream. Don't forget to leave a like. We're at 9 likes, almost to 10, guys. Rafsan says the only Lego show that I like is Edward and Friends from 1987. Oh, I remember that show, Rafsan. I remember hearing about. I don't think I watched too many episodes, but that brings back, or that's a name from the past. That is for sure. Doomsplash. Awesome. Welcome, Doomsplash. You might not remember me from early 2025. The reason I haven't come back in a long time is because I've been working on a huge Star Wars Invisible Hand with a lot of mechanics. Very cool. Well, thanks, Doomsplash, for being here. If you want to, Doomsplash, I have our community page up on our YouTube channel. Please post a picture of your project there. That sounds awesome. The Invisible Hand ship, dude. Love it. Landon's Room says, no is the one that you've pulled up first. Oh, this one. So it's the motorcycle. So you got this one, but the bigger build, I think, right? Where these guys, that's the one I wanted too. So the Hagrid and Harry are actually buildable figures also. That's a cool one, Landon. I think I've seen that on sale through Amazon. So it's maybe about $10 cheaper versus on the Lego website. John Powell says, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. I stopped watching him a long time ago. Yeah, John Powell. Yes, exactly. Talking about the Brixie channel. There's just, I don't know. There's certain things where, you know, I do not begrudge him his success. That is totally fine. I think what I like most though about like Jang Bricks' channel is I'm sure he's equally as successful, maybe even more so, because his channel does so well. And he's just so good about sticking to the theme, not bringing in outside stuff. I think another thing Brixie did, I don't know if it's necessarily his fault, but he did a YouTube preview of some early Lego sets and got in trouble because he showed in his video something that was not approved for release yet. And so he got, I don't know what they did. They like put him on suspension for a while from Lego Ambassador Network. So I think, I don't know, I just think a little bit more of a, you know, prudence and kind of how you do those things on your channel is good. And I'm sure none of us are perfect. And like we could say something that might be, you know, just not a well thought through idea. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. You're like, oh, I don't know. But it's, again, it's not going to hurt his channel. And he's successful. He's doing well, and good for him. I liked his channel when it was new. The channels that I liked to watch in the beginning. You asked earlier, Drop Her Bricks, or the themes I like to watch in the beginning. I know this is not everyone's interest, but I just liked watching when people would, and this is probably not going to be that the same anymore because there's a lot more hype and everything for Lego channels, and there's a lot more Lego channels probably. But I just liked when people kind of gave a little backstory. They wanted to get a Lego set. They documented. They did like a little vlog of going to the Lego store, choosing out the set they wanted, and then kind of showing the experience and why they got that set, and then bringing it back home and then unboxing it and building. So you kind of live vicariously through the experience. And in actuality, I think Jane Bricks doesn't do any of that. I think he just films Lego sets in his studio, talks about and reviews them, talks about, you know, the prices, and just gives like kind of a grown-up, a nice kind of like well mentorly thought through review of a set. So yeah, just good stuff there. And you know, that's not going to appeal to everyone. Some people like all the fun actiony stuff. I think M&R has a fun take on Lego, more specifically Lego Star Wars, and I like the way he talks, and he does come across as like maybe not controversial, but like definitely highly critical of Lego's business decisions sometimes, or just Lego design decisions, but like kind of like a pundit. You know, that part's cool. So yeah, it's a fine line, I guess. Some people do it well. So let's see. Landon's Room says, yes, that's the one. Okay, so it is that one. That, how do you like that set? You built it up yet, or did you just get it? That I want. I've been thinking about that one. I like building up figures. You know, when not mini figures, but like just big figures that you just like the upscale Santa or something to that effect. So fun. Landon's Room says, I'm making Lego cards and normal cards on my YouTube channel right now. Lego cards, like Lego or brick built Lego cards. That kind of sounds cool. Landon's Room. I have to see that. So you guys that are building stuff, go on our community page and just post a picture. Would be fun to see or share more of what you do. And then of course it promos what you're working on too. It's nearly 4:30 p.m. here. Says Drop Bear Bricks, January 24th. So Drop Bear Bricks, where are you then? For some reason, I was thinking you were in the US, but you are are you, oh no, you're in Australia. You're in Australia, right? Not Emerald's here. Psh, what's up, Not Emerald? Let's go. Rafsan says, Lego stopped making episodes for Edward and Friends in '89 after Fabuland was discontinued. Oh my goodness, Rafsan, that's old school. So yeah, Edward and Friends going back to, all right, I'm gonna look that up, Rafsan. I need to see what that looks like. I don't think I came across those sets. And let's see, I think as a kid, there it is, Lego Edward and Friends. I think as a kid, I probably didn't pay attention to Lego by that point. Like I had my Lego Castle set. Oh, there we go. Lego Fabuland, Edward Friends. Those are kind of fun. Yeah, those have like that older school Lego looking set, kind of Duplo, but some of the Lego regular bricks as well. Ooh, those minifigures. Now there's the Fabuland minifigures or Duplo kind of figures. Those must be worth a fortune now. So Rafsan bringing in an old reference I didn't even know about. John Powell says, the only land member I watch is Alex Nunez. He gives honest reviews and will say negative things about Lego. I think it's affected how many sets he's got last year. Oh, yeah, I know his channel too. Yeah, John Powell, that would be another channel I watch. I found his channel probably about the same time as Jane Briggs' channel. His channel's been out there for a long time. Yeah, he gives good reviews. He kind of did what my son and I do. Sometimes he'll collab with his son, although I think his kids are grown up now, so maybe not as much. And it's kind of fun too because he'll build some sets with his wife, I think also. Bless Pasadilla says school stuff. That's what he's doing with the day. And Drop Bear Brick says, yep, Australia. That's right, Drop Bear Bricks. I was thinking the US, and then I remembered, oh yeah, you're out there in the southern hemisphere, a world away. Southern slash, what would that be? Eastern hemisphere. Non Emerald says, hey, Brick Therapy dropped a mod shot. Did I drop a mod shot? What did I do? I dropped a mod shot. Okay, so. Oh my gosh, so I gotta stretch my back. So yeah, just a lot of different. I love the content that you guys help me talk through. It's fun to think about, and thanks for being here. Leaving 9 likes, get us to 10 likes. Let's get to 10 likes. I know there's some people that might have dropped off, but yeah, thanks for being here. Not or spot not shot. You dropped a mod spot. I dropped a mod spot. What does that mean? I don't even understand that. I don't know. Edward and Friends was the first Lego show ever made, says Rafsan. So yeah, that's that. So you said 87. I didn't even know about that. I think, let's see, Fabuland, that sort of sounds familiar. But yeah, that goes back to, they even have it on the Lego website, Rafsan, or maybe you know that. They have a page on the Lego website about it in their Lego history. And it says 1979, actually, it started then. So Lego Fabuland goes back that far. Very cool. Oh, Not Emerald says, what I'm trying to say is, can you give me a mod? Yeah, maybe I'll have to see right now. Not Emerald. I don't necessarily need one right now, although there's no one on here. Brickstorm was here for a little bit, but I guess he had to sign off. But yeah, I'll probably get there at some point. Not Emerald. Usually the thing is, it's like I have to pick. Thanks for the 10 likes. Let's go. Usually I have to pick a mod out of necessity, like, and someone who can be with me consistently, which is hard because I don't necessarily advertise my live streams until like the day of. And I know that can be frustrating for you guys. But yeah, not Emerald. If I see you here consistently, which I know I've seen you a lot, but if I see you consistently, then of course I'll definitely consider it. And I appreciate it. I don't understand, honestly. I don't understand what the appeal is to be a mod. It is definitely helpful for me though. Maybe that is, you just want to help, which is really cool. But yeah, when I started the channel, like people were asking all the time, can I be a mod? And some people were overly insistent, and I didn't get that. And so obviously that's not going to help their cause. But yeah, not Emerald. We will keep that in mind, my friend. Not to worry. I'm trying to get this sticker placed on here, which is hard when it's a black sticker on a black surface, Lego surface. So, not Emerald says, oh man, that's sad because I have school usually. Yeah. Oh, not Emerald, you got school. Yeah, well, that's the hard part. That is the hard part. I get it. Don't worry, not Emerald. I will keep you in mind. Ask me every once in a while, and I'll see if I need a mod. But yeah, usually B Bandits will be here. Hasn't been here for a while. Lego or Tommy will be here, but we'll see. At least I'm here like every end of the week. You are for sure, my friend. Thanks for asking. So let's see. I've gotten to the point where I want to finish this set. So tomorrow I'm gonna try and live stream with my younger son, who during the summer he and I were live streaming quite often to build up the Lord of the Rings series of sets, which worked out great. So we'll probably live stream from our old studio, which is his not a big deal because it has his Star Wars collection in the background, which is the only reason why I called our old studio. But I didn't want to take over his space. But yeah, tomorrow might be perfect for that. John Powell says Alex Nunez also does bricking news every week with Jason's Bricks in 5. Fun show. I think I've seen that, John Powell. Yeah, I have to check that out. It's crazy how YouTube promotes certain channels and then others fade away. And honestly, like all things, we forget about other people's channels. And thankfully, since you guys are consistently joining me in the live stream, which I really appreciate, and then I see other people, or I go on their live streams, and so I see like Brick Together, DNM Bricks, Romy Bricks' channel, Lego Timmy, Little Lego, Little Bricks, or not Little Lego, Little Bricks, I think. Not Never Too Old for Bricks. All you guys I see consistently. And then of course the other channels, the big channels I subscribe to a lot, they'll always be there. And I watch his channel periodically, but not often enough, I guess, to get a recommendation. So I'll have to check that out. I like the Lego news idea though. I think that's probably, there's some ways to definitely grow your channel more, is to get invested in what's going on with the product itself. And I'm amazed at some of these guys. I think some guys just have websites too. I get a daily news update from, what's it called? I should know this. From someone, I don't think they have a channel, but let me look at their name, because now it's going to drive me crazy if I don't find it. The Brick Fan. Oh yeah, it's just called The Brick Fan. But he's got a great website that talks about all the upcoming Lego news, new sets, gift with purchases, Lego reviews, all that. But I think he's just I think, well, he kind of does written articles, and I think through his website, he's just grown his fan base. I don't think he has a YouTube channel though, but yeah, he's another example of someone I get a lot of information from. But I'm amazed at how some of these guys, they're just in the know. They get a lot of the backstory behind Lego sets. They know what's going to be out way ahead of time, or at least in my mind, way ahead of time, because I sure as heck wouldn't know all this stuff about Lego sets and the backstory. And maybe it's just research itself that they do. And yeah, when those guys do that, and then they, of course, like you said, make it fun and interesting, kind of do like a channel duo thing, then even better. All right, so I've got here, got here a another Harry Potter workstation slash, gosh, what would you call this? Office room or master, maybe professor's bedroom, but like another cool build here of things, even in a glass case. But again, like I'm saying, these Harry Potter sets, they hit all the criteria. Love that mesh window now that it's finished. And you've got a desk here with some, almost looks like a apothecary project going on there, and the quill and ink, and then a black lamp there, and just a great detail. And then it's got the bulletin board here, or information board here, which of course you guys probably know more detail if you're a Harry Potter reader and connoisseur. Let's see. Not Emerald says, I'm just trying to post gaming lives. Awesome, Not Emerald. So for some reason, my lives don't go public and they're only 30 minutes. Interesting, Not Emerald. Sometimes I guess it depends on, well, I guess it does depend on the size of your channel, and there is a minimum for live streaming, but it sounds like if you're able to do lives, you did meet that. Hey, Figureverse Studio says, I am finally starting my Lego City. Awesome. What did you start with, Figureverse Studio? Did you start with a modular set or something else? Very cool. Welcome to the channel, you guys. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like, join, subscribe. We're Brick Therapy 2-3. We always have fun discussions on Lego sets. Tomorrow I'm going to live stream with my younger son and maybe take a break from Harry Potter. Or if I finish this, put all 4 of these sets together just to show you guys who have been here kind of watching this series play out for the last couple weeks, and then come up with something, a new build of some sort. There's some themes. I know Ninjago and Star Wars got the most suggestions last time I asked, what should I do next? So let's see. No O scene, or is that how to say? New Scene Sounds says, ugh, welcome New Scene. What's the UGG about? Rafsan says, from 1979 to 87, the mayor of Fabuland, Lionel Lion, was the main character. In 1987 to 1989, Edward the elephant, who was the main character. Very cool. Okay, so here I'm going to show you, Rafsan, what I found. But you can see this. So if you go on the Lego website, you will see they have a Lego history page with the Fabuland header there. And I know it's all backwards on the screen, but it shows you all the Fabulon characters, all the figures. They look, especially for the late 80s builds, those look amazing. I'm not sure, but they might be more on the size of a Duplo figure build, but they look fun. So that is cool, Rafsan. Very cool, bringing up an old school theme for Lego. John Powell says, breaking news comes out every Tuesday, and you have to have 50 subscribers to live stream. There's the minimum. Okay, so Not Emerald, have you reached that threshold? It sounds like maybe you have. Let's see, Not Emerald says, be right back to go search up how to post lives and do gaming streams. Sounds good. All right. Oh, you got 640, dude. You are cruising. Good job, Not Emerald. You are cruising. I think the niche you have with doing gaming is definitely a popular thing. There we go. There's our mod. Alexandria's here. We are in good hands. Thanks, Alexandria, for joining and being here for the live stream. It's our go-to mod for a lot of our channels, the backbone of the Lego live streams in the Lego community, whatever our genre is called. Are we mid-tier? I can't even say that. What are we, mid-tier to bottom tier Lego channels? That doesn't sound right though. That's not good. Got to give ourselves more credit than that. So thanks for being here, Alexandria. Thanks for the 14 likes, you guys. Maybe we'll get one more to 15. That would be awesome. Alexandria, I asked this question earlier for trying to figure out why. I think you were here yesterday, Alexandria. I got up to 22 likes on the live stream. And then I ended the live stream, and then I clicked on it this morning, and it only had, on my computer, because my computer just registered the chat. So I look on my computer to read the chat. It's easier than looking on my camera phone. And then it said 2 likes on my computer. But then from that point on, the 22 likes disappeared and it only shows 2 likes to yesterday's live stream. What the heck is going on? I don't know what happened, but it's kind of annoying. Snorrel1X is here. Hey, Snorrel, thanks for being here. Chris Vick, back again. Chris Vick, if you are here tomorrow, I'd say tomorrow afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. So let's just say, what could I commit to? I'll say like, not tomorrow afternoon, 11 a.m. or so, California, Pacific Standard Time. The Little Brick Therapy and I will be back reunited doing a live stream. So if you're around, kind of try and do maybe a different theme from Harry Potter. But if I finish this off camera, I'll try and finish this rest of this bag. Then I can do, we can do a different theme starting tomorrow. But we will see. Yeah, that's crazy, right? I know we had more people. I know, I saw it. I was like stoked. I took a screenshot of the end of the live stream and it said 20 likes or 19 likes at that point. So I don't know what happened, but the thing is the main concern is I don't want to lose the momentum in the algorithm, and I don't want to lose the what do you call it? The hours. I was trying to think, the viewable hours. That was the main concern. So yeah, Chris Vick, yeah, my whole family will build Lego at times, but yeah, it's mostly me and my younger son. Let's see. Alexander says there are bots that leave likes, but we had people. Yeah, no, it was. I know everyone. Pretty much everyone we were talking to yesterday left a like, and they said it in the chat. So it wasn't bots. I don't even know how those bots show up or how that works, but that's just crazy. So, all right. Well, we got 15 likes. I am happy, and I'm not gonna touch my computer screen and make it whatever. We can take a vote in chat. Okay, let me do that, Chris Vick. Let me see if I can set this up. I haven't done this before, but let me see if I can make an easy vote. What? All right, let's see. Should I build Star Wars or some other theme tomorrow? What? Some other theme on tomorrow's live stream with my son, because it only gives me oh, okay, I can do something else. All right, this is the first time I do it. It's kind of choppy, but we'll see. There we go. Does that work? Did it show up? Do you guys see the poll? So we'll see what happens. We got about 8 people watching right now, so we might get some answers. Ooh, Ninjago's already got a like. I love it. Ninjago's already got a like. So yeah, you see the poll. And we'll see what happens. That's so fun. So I'll have to do that more often. Break Together. He's here. We're just talking about Break Together. This is crazy. Yesterday, I think you were there almost to the end. We did our live stream and we got up to like 19 or no, maybe 20 likes at the end. Then I clicked on my, I took a screenshot of, you know how when you finish your live stream, it'll tell you how many views and everything. So I took a picture of that. And then I looked on my computer that shows the live stream also. And it said, because it only registers the start of the live stream or whatever, it says 2 likes. So then after I closed out everything this morning, when I looked at YouTube Studio, it said there's only 2 likes to yesterday's live stream. And I'm like, what happened? Has that ever happened, you guys? I don't know. Just annoying. What a weird glitch that was. Not Emerald says Ninjago. He's all in on Ninjago. Chris Vick says, I will always stay loyal. Thank you, Chris Vick. And Chris Vick voted. Love it. Doom Splash says, oh, here we go. Doom Splash says, I'm going to post the invisible hand mock in a couple minutes or hours. It depends on how much detail I get done before I get to the part where I just need to add the outside. Awesome, Doom Splash. Yes, if you guys have done a build and you want to share on our community page post, you can post on there. You don't have to do anything crazy like sign up for anything. You can just post a picture of your build. So some people do that and I love it. Let's see. Not Emerald says 4 weapons blacksmith. Is that Ninjago? That's the Ninjago. That's the new one, isn't it? Not Emerald. I'd have to rush out and try and find that set and get it. I don't even know if it's available right now. That thing has been popular too. Alexandria voted. Let's go. Thanks for voting, Alexandria. Brick Together says, what? You have 17 right now? I do. Mine says 16. But yeah, yesterday it was up to 20, and then I was stoked because that was our goal. And you know, I know Brick Together, you guys do way better than that because you guys rock it. But I was stoked on the 20, and then it disappeared. So anyway, and I have to get back to you on Discord, by the way. I will get back to you, Brick Together. I'm looking forward to our collab time. I gotta head to bed, but I hit the like button and hope you have a good night. Brick Together, thank you, sir. Not Emerald says the new one. I love that one, Not Emerald. That one's $100 though, my friend. So it'll be a new set, but it'll be a new set that I already have waiting in our backlog. So I'm gonna see what the heck happens. Not Emerald says, well, I'm gonna head out. Not Emerald, thanks for being here, man. Always enjoy you guys being here. Thank you. Brick Together says, congrats. Rafsan says, this year I'm going to New York and I will go to Bricks and Minifigs to see if they have any Lego Fabuland. That would be amazing, Rafsan. You should check ahead of time. If you're traveling all the way to New York, man, email them or something. Double check on that. That would be cool. All right, so let's see. I gotta add a window. Somewhere in the midst of all this, I'm building a set. So let's finish one more page of this. This is the slowest second story build edition that I've done in a while. And so for 2026, sets that you know I've acquired, this is it. A very modest addition to the collection so far for the new year. But I love this build. It's so fun. I love the sidecar and Hagrid and Harry just cruising around. No doubt, probably not having fun because they're escaping, apparently. That's the title of the set. But I think this is a worthwhile set. A Harry Potter battle pack, as John Powell called it, and rightfully so. So, 2026, what interests you guys? So I'll have to look at the poll. Maybe that will actually inspire me. My goal continues to be a UCF set. It's probably not going to be a 2026 set though. Of the 2026 sets that have caught my eye so far that I've added to the wish list are definitely the Ninjago blacksmith shop and the minifig display of the 15th anniversary set. But yeah, I don't know. I just have to. There is no like mandate to get a 2026 set, but in terms of what I'm thinking, it's crazy. Doom Splash says, the invisible hand is at 70%. I'll just need to put the windows and then I'll put on the roof. Psh, awesome, Doom Splash. Rafsan, what time is it for you? It is getting late, Rafsan. It's, well, not for some of you guys in the East Coast, but for me, it's, I mean, it's later than for you guys. It's almost 11 p.m. here, or 2,300 hours if you're going by the 24-hour clock. All right, one last section here just to show you guys the slow progress, but progress nonetheless, so that I can get, I can look at the poll you guys did and then see. Looks like it's 71% for Star Wars. Star Wars is taking the win. You guys like Star Wars. I don't blame you. Now I have to think about what Star Wars set in the backlog to do. New York, says Rafsan. Yes, I knew what you meant, man. That one's easy to. Never Too Old for Bricks. Psh, came here at the end of the live stream. Never Too Old for Bricks says, I am true to the night owl theme. It's 2 a.m. That's awesome, Never Too Old for Bricks. And Never Too Old for Bricks and Alexandria being the OGs of our channel here, joining us. We're going to have to do something when we reach the 1-year anniversary of our channel, or live stream of our channel. I think Never Too Old for Bricks, you've been there the whole time, man. I think you've been part of our channel for at least a year now, which is crazy. Has it been that long? So you're worthy of being called the OG. And then Alexandria, I think you joined us in the summer, right? This past summer. I want to say summer 2025. Yeah, Never Told for Brick says 1 year. Yeah, we have to do something fun for our channel. I don't know what. Maybe build a Fantasy set. Do something different. Or Lumi Bricks, like your sponsorship has. Something. I don't know. That would be cool. Something new for... Because I said for 2026, not... I mean, there's some cool sets, but the one that's interested me the most is... Or the set I have the most interest in is not a 2026 set. It's one of the UCS sets, and those aren't new unless the new Lord of the Rings set, whenever that comes out, the Minas Tirith set catches my eye. But yeah, I don't know. I've been here since your second live. Are you kidding me? Never Too Old for Bricks. That's awesome. So you've been here. When did we start? That was like, I think that might have been like even before the new year 2025 hit. I want to say my son and I did a live stream like around December 2024. We were doing the Star Destroyer. So might as well do another Star Wars set. Might as well do another Star Wars set. Okay, I gotta add this layer because it's bugging me if I don't have this layer of the wall. And then it looks like Star Wars has won the poll. Let me see. Can I expand this? So I said, should I build Star Wars or some other theme on tomorrow's live stream? 71% said yes, Star Wars. 14% said Ninjago. 14% said no. So I'll just add that to Ninjago, but Star Wars still wins. Star Wars still wins. So maybe what I could do, because it is our channel, we could definitely do Star Wars as a part of the live stream build. My son could do one theme and I could do another. And he did get a Star Wars set for Christmas, just a small one. So maybe he'll want to do that one. But that wouldn't be exciting, I guess. Well, that would be exciting because we'll be both on the channel on the live stream. But I have a Ninjago set I want to reveal and break out and show you guys. And it's not a 2026 set though. So I guess it won't be super exciting, but it will be pretty cool nonetheless. And then maybe we could do, have a unboxing of 2 themes, which satisfies the poll that I just took in that way. So that would be fun to do. I think you should do Batman. Never Too Old for Bricks throws out Batman. I do have a Batman set. It's one of the... I think it's the Joker's car. It's a purple car. It's got to be the Joker's car. I will go to New York in June or July. Rafsan, going to New York. All right, guys, here's the part where we'll sign off from. We got the second floor looking really good. Love the build of the clock tower. The clock tower is starting to become a clock tower. It's looking good. So thanks for being here. If you can, join us tomorrow. We'll try to live stream midday tomorrow. I will post the time in the morning, and our morning, Saturday morning. It might be a little bit later for you guys, and see if that works. That's awesome, says Alexandria. Doomflash says, I don't think I'll be getting many of the 2026 sets, but if it has a General Grievous, then because the last time we got him was 2015. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, you guys. Doomsplash says, a new Starfighter. Okay, got you. Thanks, you guys. Have a great Friday /